space in either direction. What was the difference that helped you get away with it?
I don't think anything. It was just overtime. They scored in overtime. I mean, that's 50-50. But you said you described the game pretty well.
Yeah, so it felt like a 50-50 game. You guys forced overtime, and it was just kind of a luck of the draw thing there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you could describe it that way. It was tight checking throughout the whole game. I mean, I don't need to explain it to you. You saw it. It was a tight game and not a lot of space for either side. I thought we kind of gained the momentum there in the third a bit, and we got some power plays. But, yeah, you described it well.
The first power play almost feel like a warm-up for the second, like picked them apart a little bit more the second time around?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember the first power play, though. Maybe we had some looks. Did we have any looks? I don't know.
There was one to Ehlers for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. You get chances. Sometimes you score, sometimes you don't. Obviously, we were able to make a nice play and score on the second.
Could you explain the subtleties of your assist on that play? Because you're down right in front of the goaltender. As soon as Kyle starts moving, you pop out, you get it. I think everyone other than you is thinking that you're shooting that puck, and then you make that pass. How did you see Scheif just take us through the whole thing?
I mean, it's really play by Casey. It's a great play by him to go down the wall, bring his guy, bring the D, and then he finds me, and then, yeah, I have the option to shoot, or obviously I know Scheif's there on that dot, and I was able to hit him for an easier shot.
And to the point you were making about whether or not it's a 50-50 game, it seemed like you guys would have been really happy with your third and a good chunk of the second. Did you feel like you were taking over the game more and more as the game went on?
Yeah. I felt the first period, was, I don't know what the word is, it just felt like choppy. I think the ice was very well. Yeah, there wasn't much going on offensively for us. And then I think you said it well as well. Like second period, and then I thought in the third period we were able to kind of steal the momentum and then obviously get those power plays.
What did Dylan Sandberg back in your lineup?
Yeah, it's great. He's a really important part of our D core. He does things so well, especially on the PK, and very good defensively, and I'm happy for him. He's been grinding away here the past month and a half, whatever it's been, and we're happy to have him back.
What was it like being part of the pregame ceremony and pregame warm-up too, with the special jury with Bucky's family there, and just all those tokens for him for his accomplishments?
Yeah, for me it's cool. Hopefully he got to enjoy the night, and it's cool to see all of his accomplishments. And I've only been here for a year and a half, but from what I've seen, and I've told you guys many times, he's incredible on and off the ice. His mindset every day is something that a lot of guys can look up to and kind of strive and push yourself more, because you see how dialed in he is to his regimen or routine or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of conversations about how well LA defends. What did you think of the way you guys defended tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a hard-fought game. Both sides, protected the inside ice and didn't give much easy ice inside. So, it was a tough battle, right till the end.
How tough is it to stay patient when there just isn't a lot to be had in terms of scoring chances?
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, we still had some chances. We still had some opportunity to score some goals, but they're a tough team. They play solid D. They make it tough to get the inside. They have good sticks, so they made it tough.
Was that a good example of nonverbal communication with you and Gabe there, or did you let him know that you were open?
No, that was just all Gabe knowing where I was. That was a fantastic pass, and that was amazing.
How would you describe his vision in finding you and Kyle in the time that you played with him?
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's got the knack around the net. He's so crafty with the puck. He's a fantastic player, and I think he's only going to get better too. I love playing with him. And just like there, obviously an unbelievable pass, and he's a real pleasure to play with.
Would you see the patience that you guys showed as maybe an area of growth? Like if you would compare this team to last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, is that something you guys do better?
Yeah, I think so. I think when you let the game kind of come to you and just stick to our structure and stick to the game that we play. And when an opportunity presents itself, you go and take advantage. So, I thought tonight was a great game. Combs played, amazing again, and it would have been nice to get him a win.
Yeah, is there any sense of maybe wishing for more run support? I think it's a few times he's played really well, and it just hasn't been there.
Yeah, we haven't scored many goals when he's been in the pipe. So, but he's been playing amazing. He's kept us in games. He's made some fantastic saves, and again tonight he was awesome.
As Bucky's been with you his whole career, Mark, what was it like to share that pregame celebration with his family and the pictures, the tokens, all of his accomplishments?
Yeah, it was awesome. He's been the backbone of this team for a long time, and it was bone chilling for sure. I definitely got the chills. He's been fantastic for us, and to honor him like that, and for his family to be here and see that is pretty special. And I'm lucky to have him as our goalie.
Is there a theme of something you've done later in your career that has made you, so much more prolific, a goal scorer?
I pride myself on being more of a passer, but I play with fantastic players. Just like that one. Casey's, obviously an amazing shooter, but he's just as good a disher, and Gabe's obviously amazing as well. So I've been lucky to play with some really good players, and I'm just very honored and humbled to play with the guys I played with.
Mark, is there anything you could share?
Last one,
you had
guys.
a word or two with the official on the way off. Is there something that you'd like to miss?
Yeah, you can't say anything anyway, so there's no real comment.
Thanks.
Thanks.
do this year, where we stayed patient and not let it become a 2-0, 3-0 game, and that's all you can do. You have to wait for your moments sometimes, and we spent a lot of time in their end. We just had to continue to grind and hope that either it was a goal or it was a power play situation, and we got that. And I just I like the way we played that game.
Just one on the OT goal. It looked like your guys had been on a while. They were trying to change. They might have had a schmozzle at their bench. What did you see?
Yeah, they got off in time. We weren't sure about that, but we were trying to do the same thing, and the puck came out to the weak side obviously pretty quick, and you get caught. That's the problem there when you're trying to make those changes. It's almost like who gets there first type thing.
Where did Dylan Samberg have his biggest impact in the game, Scott?
Wow, I think there was a lot of things. Obviously, he saw a lot of minutes against their top players, and you saw his ability to close and take away space. I like the way, just how fast, actually all our D, I thought they did a good job on transition. We got going in the other direction in a hurry. I thought he did that well. Obviously penalty kill, that he's going to be a big key there, and you saw it. So there's a couple of big stops for us that way.
How important was it for him to? He gets a shot block right away. Just kind of get the first one. It gets looked like it got him in a place with no padding, but just to get in the lane.
I was hoping it was up high in the shin pads, but he's not going to shy away from that stuff. He's going to head right towards it.
Another example of Gabe having eyes in the back of his head, or did he show the check to find?
That's a little bit of the pre-scout of you saw how hard they went. They were a lot like the other night. The pressure coming. We knew that these guys were going to come hard, and it was really you had to make a couple passes to get that one really good look, and we did. And obviously, there was going to be a 2-on-1 created, and obviously, a great pass by Gabe.
Scott, given your long-standing history with this city and Jets teams, how will that pregame ceremony for a guy that'll probably be in the Hall of Fame resonate with you?
Yeah, no, it's special. I said I got asked this morning about some of the things he's done. I think everybody just get prepared, because I think a lot more of these records are going to get broken. I think he's going to continue to climb. I think he's going to play for a while. He's just, when special players come around, like the guy at Edmonton, the guy in Pittsburgh, guy in Washington, for fans to be able to watch that, to be in the building, to see that on a nightly basis, that's special, and, stuff you remember.
You kind of touched on it, but what do you think your team did to kind of tilt the ice? It felt almost inevitable you guys were going to tie that up. What do you think you did to kind of take?
Well, the biggest thing is that we knew that they weren't going to give us odd man rushes. They weren't going to give us free looks. It wasn't going to be, any freebies. It was going to have to be earned. I think I just looked at it. I think we were 5-on-5. We were 5 minutes to their 3 minutes. That means we got through the neutral zone. We didn't do a great job in their building. We got pucks down below the hash marks. We didn't get a lot of quality, but at the end of the day, we did a good job of playing the right way. We got ourselves into a lot of battles and did a good job of, coming out with the puck in a lot of those. Like I said, that's as close to a playoff game as I've seen us involved in so far. I think you'll see a lot of that in the second half, but that was a grind. That was an absolute grind where every shift you're lining up, you're lining up the guy again in front of you, then you're having to go, all shift long, 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah, I know the Florida game, the back-to-back, was one of those ones that you kind of tuck in the back of your head and say, like, that's something we can take going into. Is this one of those similar?
Exactly what I said to the players. I said that's as close to a playoff game as we've played so far, and expect that in the second half of the season, and obviously at the end. But that's the type of hockey that you got to stay in those games. To Murat's point, you got to stay in those games. You got to give yourself a chance. You can't kind of shoot yourself in the foot, and I thought we did a real good job of that.
And last one for me, in your playing days, coaching days, have you seen situations like you've seen with Comrie where you've got such quality starts from him for as long and he just can't come away with the results?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. It's, giving them some run support. I'd love to see us get out three or four goals and be able to do it. But, again, he made some big stops. And in the third there was a couple of scrambles there, and he came up big. And, yeah, I just feel for him. It's tough. I just give him a hug, and it's hard because you want to see him get that win, and he's been so close.
What do you expect from the Avalanche tomorrow?
Yeah, let me get through this one. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But we know what we're getting. Obviously, the division opponent, huge Central Division. They're hot on their heels. They haven't gone away, so it'll be big. Thank you.